The landscape of New Mexico is so different and beautiful, and you can go on a ton of different hikes on your P days with your district and just go see some really awesome things. So we would go, there's just hikes out in the mountains that you can go on, trails that people have made, and you can go explore. We stumbled upon, while we were hiking once, a mountain with just, there's pottery shattered on it, and it seemed really old. Didn't really touch it because we didn't want to like disrupt, but it was just fun to see and stumble upon that. There's cacti in some areas, so you got to watch where you step. But so there was that. There's a lot of hikes you can go on. There's in the Enchanted Circle and in Taos area. I mean, you look out your window and you just feel like you're in this really cool place. But again, there's places you can just go explore, and a lot of New Mexico is just fun to walk around. I know that sounds a little boring at first, but as you just walk around, it looks so interesting that and you got to find those interesting places, because sometimes you look around and be like, what's interesting? But there is interesting stuff. We went on the reservation. There's, I mean, you look out, I remember mornings I'd wake up and look out my window and I'd see Sister Helona just walking her sheep out into this big field, and just getting the sense of feeling, you felt close to Heavenly Father in that landscape. I remember one time we were driving and we looked and we saw this little white dot, and so we thought, let's go out there and see if that's a house. And we drove, and as we were driving, it was fun to see. We passed the telephone lines, and you could look down and it looked like you were looking down forever, almost to eternity, through all these telephone lines. It looked like a portal. It was really cool. A lot of rock formations that you could find that were just interesting to see, interesting to take pictures of. Because there's a lot of areas of New Mexico that are flat, if you did get up on a mountain, you could see for a long ways, and that was really fun to experience. The sunsets there are amazing. The sky just like color, really fun to see. I remember one time we were walking and the sun was setting and the whole sky went red, and there was little like popcorn clouds, so it just looked like this like red like plane of lumps to use a funny word. It was just super pretty and I loved it. Especially around the Navajo Reservation or other reservations, there's a lot of jewelry stores, because a lot of the Native Americans do jewelry work, and it was really fun to just go in and see the things they created with their hands, and you felt like you were looking more and more into their culture, because you could see what they spent their time doing. And a lot of I remember I've walked through airports since then and seen some of those same types of jewelry and pottery in airport stores, and I always think, I know where those were made. And they pride themselves in doing a good job with their metalworking, with their jewelry making, so it was really fun to see what they would come up with. It was kind of a museum of sorts, sometimes with a high price tag if you wanted to buy something, but you know,